All right, thanks, guys. Got some Saturday Major League Baseball action to get into. Now, it is Friday right now at the time of recording this video. It's actually 10:05 Eastern Standard Time, but we do have some Saturday action to get into. So all starts are going to begin Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Indians taking on the Yankees, 1:05 Eastern first pitch in New York. The Yankees are minus 150, totals 11. Now, we did see a 10-cent fade of the Yankees in the early wagering. We also saw a little bit of movement upward on the total. New York opened $1.60 down to minus 150. Total opened 10.5 up to 11. Right now, the Indians are plus 140 on the money line. We have Zach Plesac for the Indians, James Paxton for the Yankees. Paxton comes into this game with a 4.40 ERA and a 1.41 WHIP. Plesac on the other side for the Indians, 6-3 on the year, 3.27 ERA, 1.19 WHIP. The Indians are third in runs allowed, fifth in striking batters out. They're also 24 games over 500 for the year at 73-49 overall. Also pretty good when traveling this year as well, 34-23 away from home. Winners in 7 out of their last 10. Now, the Yankees gave up 19 runs to Cleveland on Thursday night. They're also 16th in offensive walks at home, 15th in striking out at home as well. And when it comes to the total, the Yankees are 36-30 to the under at Yankee Stadium. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Cleveland plus 1.5 and the under 11 runs in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's Major League Baseball action. But before we get into some more of that, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/rockpage. Now, we've been doing really well in many different categories there. We have plenty of different packages, memberships, and tiers. You can get 1 pick a day. You get 2 picks a day. You can get 3 underdogs a week. You can get 3 Major League Baseball plays a week. Anything you want. Plenty of different memberships and packages, and they begin at just $1.99 per month. Here's the best part. There's plenty of free content there as well, so you don't even need to subscribe to anything just to check out the free content. That's patreon.com/rockpage. Link for that site is in the description section below. All right, let's go ahead and get back into some more Saturday games. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Cubbies taking on the Pirates, 1:35 Eastern first pitch in the Steel City. The Cubs are minus 135, totals at 10. Not a whole lot of movement in the early wagering here on the money line. We did see a little bit of movement downward on the total. Chicago open $1.35, still minus 135 on the money line. Total open 10.5 down to 10 flat. Right now, Pittsburgh is plus 125 on the money line. We have Big John Lester for the Cubs, Stephen Bro for the Pirates. Bro's 4.33 and a 5 Bro comes into this game. Wow, that was a bad read. Bro comes into this game with a 4.33 ERA and a 1.51 WHIP. He's also walked 36 batters in 70 innings pitched. Big John Lester on the other side, 9-8 on the year, 129 strikeouts and just 128 innings pitched. The Pirates, losers in 8 out of their last 10. They've also won just 6 games since July 12th. They rank 26th in runs allowed on average per game. They're also 26th in walks allowed at home. The Cubs on the other side, 7th in offensive walks, 8th in runs allowed. They're tied for first in the NL Central. Now, total-wise, the Pirates are 39-17 to the over at home. I'm going to lean Cubbies minus 135 and the over 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Mariners, Blue Jays, 3:07 Toronto. We have Trent Thornton on the bump for the Blue Jays. Nobody listed as of yet for Seattle, but regardless of who starts for the Mariners, they're taking on a Toronto squad who's 22 games under 500 right now, just 51-73 overall for the year. They rank 29th in hits, which is second to last in Major League Baseball. They also rank 27th in walks allowed. Now the Mariners on the other side, they are 6th in offensive walks on the road, 2-1 in their last 3. I'm going to lean Seattle winning that one outright for some moneyline cash. Next game, Astros, Athletics, 405, Oakland. We got Rogelio Armenteros for the Astros. That's questionable. We have no confirmed probable, but it looks like it's going to be Rogelio Armenteros for the Astros. Now, we do have Chris Bassett for the A's. Bassett comes into this game with an 8-5 record, 3.56 ERA, and a 1.18 WHIP. Bassett's also punched out 108 batters in just 113 innings pitched. The Athletics are 6th in runs allowed, 8th in hits allowed. Winners in 5 out of their last 8 ball games. They're also 38-23 at home. Now the Astros on the other side, they've covered just 31 out of 64 on the road. And of course, when I refer to covering or the spread or ATS or the number, I'm referring to the run line. So once again, Houston covered just 31 out of 64 when traveling. They've lost their last 3 straight ball games. They've also dropped 4 out of their last 5. So I know Oakland is going to be the underdog regardless of being at home in this one. I'm going to lean Oakland plus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash. All right, next game, Tigers, Rays, 610 Tampa Bay. The Rays are minus 280, total's 8.5. No movement on the total. We did see a nickel move toward Tampa Bay. They opened 275 up to 280. Total open and remains at 8.5. Right now, the Tigers are plus 255 on the money line. No confirmed starter for the Tigers. Looks like it's going to be Drew Verhagen. That's not confirmed, but I did see that from a couple different sources. Looks like Drew Verhagen for the Tigers. We do have Ryan Yarbrough for the Rays. Yarbrough's 11-3, 3.56 ERA, 0.90 WHIP. Detroit, worst team in Major League Baseball, 36-82 overall for the year. Winners in just 19 out of 58 on the road. When it comes to the scoring, the Rays are 31-28 to the under at home. I'm going to lean Tampa Bay minus 1.5 and the under 8.5 runs in that game. Next matchup, Cardinals, Reds, 640 Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark. Both teams minus 105. Pretty much a coin flip in this one. Totals at 9. Pretty good two-way action on that money line. No movement as of yet. We did see a little bit of movement downward on the total. Once again, Cincinnati minus 105. Total open 9.5 down to 9 flat. With Miles Michaelis for the Cardinals. Anthony DeSclafani for the Reds. DeSclafani comes into this game with a 7-7 record, 4.51 ERA, and a 1.33 WHIP. Michaelis on the other side, despite struggling in certain spots this year for the Cardinals, he's punched out 101 batters in just 137 innings pitched. The Cardinals are also tied for first place in the NL Central. They're 63-56 overall for the year. They're also 5th in runs allowed on average per game. Now, the Reds are losers in 4 out of their last 5 ball games. They've also covered just 29 out of 62 at home. They rank 20th in walks allowed at home. I'm going to lean St. Louis minus 105 and the over 9 runs. Next game, Phillies hosting the Padres. 7:05 Eastern first pitch at Citizens Bank Park in South Philly. The Phillies are minus 105, pretty much a coin flip in that one as well. Totals at 10. Now, we did see a nickel fade of Philadelphia and movement downward on the total. The Phillies open $1.10 down to minus 105. Total open 10.5 down to 10 flat. We have Danielson Lamet for the Padres, Zach Eflin for the Phils. Eflin has 99 strikeouts in just 118 innings. Lamet on the other side, just 1-2 on the year, 16 batters walked in just 35 innings pitched. The Phillies are 37-26 at Citizens Bank Park this year. They also rank 8th in offensive walks on average per game. The Padres are losers in 3 out of their last 4. They're also 4th in the NL West, 27th in offensive strikeouts. Now, total-wise, the Padres are 3-0 to the over, taking on the Phillies. I'm going to lean Philadelphia minus 105 in the over 10 runs in that game. Next matchup, Brewers, Nationals. 7:05 Nation's capital. We have Jordan Lyles for the Brewers, Anibal Sanchez for the Nats. Sanchez comes into this game with a 7-6 record, 3.75 ERA. He also has 99 punch-outs in just 117 innings. Jordan Lyles on the other side for the Brewers, 5-7 on the year, 5.36 ERA, 1.47 WHIP. The Nationals are in first place in the wild card standings in the National League. They are 10 games over 500 at 65-55 overall for the year. They also rank 9th in hits allowed on average per game and 6th in striking batters out. The Brewers on the other side, winners in just 27 out of 59 when traveling. They also rank 25th in striking out on average per game. I'm going to lean Washington, winning that one outright for some money line cash. All right, next game, Orioles, Red Sox, 7-10 Boston. The Red Sox are minus 305, total's 11. We did see a 15-cent fade of Boston, a movement upward on the total. The Red Sox open 320, down to 305. Total open 10.5, up to 11. Baltimore's plus 275 on the money line. We have Asher Wojciechowski for the O's, Eduardo Rodriguez for the Red Sox. Rodriguez is 13-5 with 145 strikeouts and 146 innings pitched. Asher Wojciechowski is just 2-5 with a 4.84 ERA. The Red Sox are second in scoring, first in hits, second in striking batters out. Baltimore is, well, I just wrote one word for him, bad, with an exclamation point. Baltimore is bad. They also rank dead last in runs allowed. Now, total-wise, Boston is 39-23 to the over at Fenway Park. I'm going to lean Red Sox minus 1.5 in the over 11 runs. Next game.